Mute you all, even though you're all nice and quiet. Beautiful. Okay. So, always look forward to Sunday's class because it's nice and chilled, nice, relaxed. Yoga Nidra in the end, which is always really good. So I'm glad you all could make it this morning. So just coming into Sukhasana, comfortable seated pose. And we're just going to start with first of all, just focusing on the breath. So just be aware of your breath first. And then just be aware of a deep inhale. And then exhale. And then just change that inhale to restricting the throat so that it's that noise at the back of the throat, Ujjayi breath. So now we're connected to Ujjayi breath. I'm going to move into a seated cat-cow flow. So we're just going to inhale, bring the shoulders up and the shoulder blades together, sternum up, chin away from the chest. Exhale, roll the shoulders forward, belly button to the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, coming back up into cow. Exhale into cat. Just continue that just for the next 40 seconds, 45 seconds. Just close the eyes down if you feel that that's going to work for you. And that way you can just focus on the Ujjayi breath so that it's almost like an ocean sound at the back of your throat on the inhale and the exhale. Restricting the throat, connecting to our parasympathetic nervous system. It's a really nice way to even start your day. Before you get out of bed, you can just sit up in bed, cross your legs, and do this seated cat-cow with Ujjayi breath. Then you'll be ready for a coffee. Just about 3 more sets. You might want to slow it down a little bit. Sometimes when we're doing little flows like that, seem to get a little bit quicker and quicker. You just slow it down. And then when you're ready, just relax everything. And just keep the eyes closed. And now just shift a deep breath. So nice deep inhale. You can still use Ujjayi breath. Long, slow exhale. So just focus on filling those lungs as much as possible right now. Because the next few poses are forward bends, which are relaxing, but they're challenging forward bends because we're opening up through hamstrings and hips. So if we can just focus on filling those lungs up, we want to fill those lungs up throughout the course of the pose. And then when you're ready, just slowly opening up the eyes. And we'll come into Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together. And in Yin Yoga, Baddha Konasana is a forward bend as well. So we bring the soles of the feet away from the body. So we've got a nice diamond shape there. Interlace all 10 fingers, place them under the feet. And we need to pull on the feet, okay? So pulling is the object of stretching. If you're not pulling, you're not stretching. So pull under the feet, shoulder blades together, sternum up, chin away from the chest, and then slowly come down, bringing the forehead as close as you can towards the toes. Okay, so listen to your body getting into that position and don't reject the body stopping you. Just allow the body to stop you and just back off slightly and start using that breath, that Ujjayi breath, that deep inhale through the nose, long exhale through the nose. And just be comfortable with where you are today. Belly button to the spine. It's going to help the core switch on. And then just start feeling all those areas in your back, the tightness. Feel the areas which maybe are usually tight, maybe areas that aren't tight, that's unusual. Just start breathing into those areas. We're in this pose for 3 minutes, so just, if you want a cushion in front of you or you've got a bolster or something, it's always nice to have something there if you really want to work into it. We can have a block on your feet. And then just work your way down. Block on the floor helps you come down, bring your chin onto the block. So anything that helps with the resting, the relaxing of the body, just work into that, okay? So don't be concerned of where you're situated, just focus on the breath. This is just a long, it's a long process, this yogic process, by just reversing all the conditioning that we've built up over time from certain things in life. And now the body's ready to be open, so we've just got to be patient with that. So you're halfway through the pose. Work, obviously the end goal is, so to do that you can close the eyes down with the focus of the forehead touching the toes, or you can just keep looking at the toes. So opening through the hips here, nice and deep, stretching through that lower back. And forward bends are very calming, relaxing. So don't get yourself in any state of mind other than relaxation. If you find yourself getting a bit anxious in this, just back off, focus on the breath again, and just work in that area where your state of mind is in relaxation. So you've got 30 seconds to go. Last few breaths now. And when you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. We're going to move straight into the next pose because it's the same way that we're moving, so that's fine to do that. So bring the legs out as wide as possible. So you opened up a little bit more through the hips, and now we're opening up through the hamstrings. We're going to come forward. We're in this pose a little bit longer. You can have the bolster or a cushion or something in front of you and come down into this pose. You can have a block, whatever it is, but you can grab the toes, you can have the hands in front. But to come down, we need to lengthen the spine. So shoulder blades together and bring the chest down first. So keep bringing the chest down, looking up as high as you can go with the eyes, and then come down. Again, just listening to your body. And if you're up here, just still work with that shoulder blades together and still work it slowly moving forward. You can just walk the hands forward slowly if you like. Or you might have enough by just sitting up straight and getting the stretch through the hamstrings, and that's good enough. That's what you feel you need today. So there's not one single position that you need to be in. It's the position that you can get in today. So the last few days we've worked on Janu Sharasana, Paschimottanasana, so the legs out front. Yesterday we twisted a little bit with Janu Sharasana. So today's the opening of the legs and coming down. So they're all different stretches, but we're after the same result in each of those stretches. And that's the opening of the hamstrings right here is the main thing. And then if you can stretch through the back as you come down, that's a bonus. And eventually in this pose, it's chest to floor. But first you work your forehead to come down to the floor before you bring your chest onto the floor. So you're halfway through now. Keep using that Ujjayi breath. Don't lose the breath. It's really nice to keep in yin yoga to keep the eyes closed if you can. It just stops. It stops any, judging yourself on where you're situated in the pose, judging yourself on anything negative, and less distractions from looking around the room and wherever you are. So just close the eyes down and just focus on the breath if you can. So you've got a minute to go, right on a minute to go. So this last minute, focus on getting that breath in deeper, okay? Not about coming into the pose deeper, just the breath. Focus on filling those lungs more than you have in the whole class. So fill the lungs. It's the last 15 seconds. Slowly coming out of the pose, we're going to move into our first Shavasana. So slowly bring those legs towards each other, coming back onto our back into Shavasana. Bring the feet out to either side of the mat, drop the toes away from you, arms away from the body, palms facing up. And just before you get relaxed, just lift up those shoulders, bring the shoulder blades together, and then the chin towards the chest. And just breathe. Allow the blood to start flowing through the hips, hamstrings, the relaxation now of the hamstrings. So now just pick up that focus back on the Ujjayi breath if you've lost that. Bring the feet together. And then we're going to bend the right knee up. This is Pavamuktasana. Interlace all 10 fingers. Place them just below the right knee, so just on the shin. Bring the knee away from the body and pull it up towards the right armpit. Squeezing down as hard as you can until you feel that pinch between the hip and the thigh. Once you feel that pinch, just keep putting the tension there and then connect into Ujjayi breath. If you can bring the shoulder blades to the floor, that's a bonus. And just keep pulling down. Chin towards the chest. As much as you can get that chin towards the chest, just work that chin into the chest if you can. So massaging that ascending colon right here. So keep pulling down. We're also lengthening through the spine and stretching the psoas muscle. Couple more breaths. And then release. Bring that right leg down. Then bring the left leg up. So again, interlace all 10 fingers, place them below the knee on the shin, bring the knee away from the body, pull it up towards the left armpit, squeezing down. Much as you can to feel the pinch between the hip and the thigh. Try and bring those shoulder blades as flat as possible, chin towards the chest. And breathe. So Pavamuktasana or Pawanmuktasana means wind removing pose. So if you suffer from any sort of bloating, anything like that, but the continuation of using this pose every day will release a lot of that. So pull down a little bit tighter. You should see the whites of your knuckles that you're pulling that hard down. And then when you're ready, release. Straighten the right leg out. Bring the hands down by the side, just to allow the blood to flow back through the knuckles, through the palms. Then bend both knees up. Bring the belly button to the spine. Bring the knees into the chest. Reach around. And if you can grab each elbow, or the forearms or the wrists, or if you clasp your hands, whichever way. But what we're doing here is pushing the knees in towards each other and then bringing the knees into the chest. So it's a double, it's a squeeze and a pull. Bring the chin towards the chest and try and straighten the spine as you're pulling in. So pull in, drop the tailbone to the floor if you can. Still that Ujjayi breath, massaging transverse colon here. Just one more squeeze. And exhale, release. Straighten the legs out, back into Shavasana, bring the feet out wide, arms away from the body, palms facing up. So that series of poses there, particularly the transverse colon, the last one, constipation or digestive issues, that's what you use that one for. If you use that with Triphala, it should work pretty well. Just a couple more breaths here. So I'm going to get you to bring the knees into the chest again and just have a squeeze, roll on the lower back. Just a lot of the times I say don't roll on the lower back if you don't want to, but this, just after those as we've done, I just want to loosen those hips, the spine. And then just roll up to a seated position. And I want you to grab whatever you need to put under you, because we're going to go into supported bridge, which is a pose I love. And I know, you know, once you do this, you really like this pose. Build yourself up as high as you can go. And as high as you can go, what I mean is how you feel today. So if you feel like you just want the flat block underneath you, or just a blanket and play up. Okay, so hips up, legs straight out. I'm going to go a little bit deeper and use the block and the bolster. I'm going to come up a little bit higher, but just play around with it to how you feel today. And if it's too much on the lower back, just bend those knees up, soles of the feet on the floor, and then slowly just walk them away from you. Chin towards the chest, so we're lengthening through the spine here. So bring the shoulder blades towards each other as you drop the arms away from the body. Chin towards the chest, sternum up as high as it can go. The hips are up as high as it can go, high as they can go. Connect to the Ujjayi breath. And just enjoy this whole front body opener. So we're opening through the heart, opening through the hips, through the chest. The more you can bring those shoulder blades together, the higher the sternum comes up, the easier it is to breathe with the chin towards the chest. The diaphragm is open for business when you're in this position. This is such an easy pose that you can do every day yourself. You get so many benefits out of this pose. If you just think about all the forward bends you do in a day, and the lack of back bends that you do in a day. If you just sat in this pose for 5 minutes every day, that would just make up a lot of time for the lack of back bends. It's a safe, comfortable back bend. If you're up pretty high and you're starting to feel it deep in the hips, like I am right now, you can drop it down. You can always drop it down and go lower and lower. So we've got just under a minute to just relax the lower part of the body. Bring the shoulder blades a little bit closer, chin towards the chest. Last few breaths. So coming out of the pose, just bend the knees up, lift the hips up, moving whatever you've got under there out of the way, and just relaxing in Shavasana again, so legs apart, arms away from the body, palms facing up, shoulder blades together, chin towards the chest. You can just get used to being in that position. It's the most comfortable position in corpse pose, Shavasana. It'll teach you how to breathe correctly. It'll lengthen the cervical spine. So keep breathing as you're just laying in Shavasana. Just enjoy the relaxation in Shavasana. Just after that deep back bend, you just need a little bit of time. We're going to go into a forward bend after that. Couple more breaths. When you're ready, bring the knees into the chest. Have a bit of a squeeze. Again, you can roll on the back if you like. You don't have to. And then roll up to a seated position when you're ready. We're going to come into one of the most relaxing poses you can be in. Well, the next two poses I find the most relaxing. So child's pose is the first one. So knees out wide, big toes touch, hips back to the heels. So just remember, my instructions are always hips back to the heels. So get it to where you can go, the furthest you can go, then come down in the forward bend. Okay, so it's really important to get the hips as far back as you can. You can bring the forehead onto the floor, or if you want to use a bolster or a cushion in front of you, make sure you do. This is all about relaxation, so just relax into the pose. Beautiful. This is one of the best poses to lengthen through the lower back without too much stretching. So it just allows the back to slowly open. That's why I like to start with the hips as far back as possible and then come forward. And you're getting the full lengthening of your lower back there. This is also good for insomnia. So if you've got issues with sleep, this is the best pose, bar none, for that. If you can do this half an hour before you go to sleep and then maybe a yoga nidra, you'll sleep much better. But in this pose, it's not about just getting down and forgetting it, everything. It's about connecting to the breath, using the Ujjayi breath, because that is connecting to the vagus nerve. And a lot of you have heard me speak about the vagus nerve. Really important for relaxation. If that's not switched on, the vagus nerve, you won't sleep. So you need to work on relaxing through that part of the nervous system. Just on a minute to go. You should be nice and relaxed now. The series of poses we've done has been all about relaxation. Just loosening some tight areas in the body. Nice and comfortable when it comes to yoga nidra. When you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. And what we're going to do is just flip our legs in front of us and straighten the legs out. Okay, so the idea now is to get rid of the stopping of the blood flow. So we're allowing the blood flow to go through knees and ankles. So just give them a bit of a shake. And then when you're ready, we just bend the knees up, toes and heels touch, knees touch, and just come into some windshield wipers. And then we're ready for our final pose before we move into Yoga Nidra. This is a twist of the spine. It's my favorite pose. So let's come into it now. So it's deer pose, twisted deer. So bring the left knee down. So the shin should be parallel with the front of the mat. And bring the right knee underneath the left foot. Grab a cushion or a blanket or a block or whatever you want to just lay on. It could be a towel, whatever. Just put that on your left-hand side. So where the leg that's dropping away from the body is, that's the way you turn. And just remember, turning is up to you, how far you want to turn. Any sort of turn is a really nice twist. So just bring the right ear onto the floor or onto the bolster or whatever you're on, and work your way around to try and feel a deeper twist if you need it. So just twisting and coming in as comfortable as possible by laying down. It doesn't matter if you can't twist the head all the way around. Just get comfortable here because you should feel the twist in that right hip coming over. And then breathe. Just breathe. We've got a nice 2.5 minutes either side here. So just remember, tomorrow night we've got a Yoga Nidra class, which is yin hatha. There's not much hatha in the class tomorrow, so a little bit of standing, not much, mostly yin. It's at 7:30, and 5:30 we've got Yoga Nidra. So it's going to be a 40-minute Yoga Nidra session. If you've never done a 40-minute session, you should give it a go. I promise you'll feel just absolutely amazing. So the first 5 minutes, we're just going to do a little bit of breathing just to get ourselves set. And then it's just laying there and enjoying deep relaxation. And if you miss it, you'll get the audio sent to you, obviously, so you can still utilize it whenever you like. So just a minute to go on this side. And just remember, Yoga Nidra is about relaxation, but it's more about healing than relaxation. Okay, so we have to relax to heal. You can't relax, you can't heal through stress. So it's about getting rid of all the stresses in the body, and that's what Yoga Nidra does, whether it's for a short amount of time or a longer amount of time. It's going to get you into that place of healing, and the body just heals from that. So the last 15 seconds, so just a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, untwist. So nice and slow, coming up and moving into the other side. So the other side is just bringing the right knee down. The left knee comes under the right foot. The shin parallel with the front of the mat or the edge of the mat. And bring your cushion or whatever you've got to the right-hand side. Lengthen through the spine first, then twist and come down. To start relaxing the breath straight away. So work on the breath instantly, okay? So once you get in the position you want to get into, start working on that breath. Especially some of you are in nice deep twisting, so just really focus on getting that breath as calm as possible. And if you're still getting in the position, it's really nice. Just take your time, use the breath. So we're working on the spine here, obviously, by twisting the spine. Every time we twist the spine, we're obviously working on the flexibility of the spine, the mobility of the spine. So also working on detoxing the body. So right now you're just stopping a lot of blood and oxygen flowing through the abdominal organs until you untwist, and you'll get all that release of blood, fresh blood and oxygen pushing through there. So that's the detox. Natural detox without putting any chemicals into your system. So just under a minute to go. Just focus on the last few breaths, just making them nice and deep. And then slowly untwist. So slowly coming out of the pose. And once you come out of the pose, just sit up, stretch the legs out, give them a little bit of a shake. And then come into Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. So before we lay down today, we're just going to get into Soham meditation. So just a couple of minutes of this. If you're not relaxed enough as it is now, this will help. So make sure you bring the shoulder blades together, sternum up, chin towards the chest. So that's the natural way to sit in this position. And then just focus on the breath. So just inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now every inhale, say to yourself, so. Every exhale, hum. So lengthen the word out, so. Hum. So. Hum. Just keep continuing that for the next minute. Keep working those shoulder blades together, working on Soham. Then when you're ready, just relax, all efforts there. So now it's time to relax everything and come into Shavasana. Get yourself as comfortable as possible. If you want to put a blanket over you, put a blanket over you. Just be as relaxed as possible. The next 20 minutes is Yoga Nidra. So you need to just lay there, relax, as I talk you through Yoga Nidra. Just while you're laying there and relaxing, just getting ready for Yoga Nidra, you want to have a resolve ready for it when I ask. So a resolve is something that you want to bring into your life. So just a short sentence. It could be, I want to be healthier. I want to get rid of this. I would like this. I want to be smarter. I want to be whatever it is that you want to bring into your life. I want love. I want whatever. Just make that short sentence so you can say it 3 times to yourself once I ask you in Yoga Nidra to say it. That's called a resolve or a sankalpa. So just lay back, be comfortable, laying in Shavasana. This is a deep relaxation that will make you feel absolutely amazing. Now just being in Shavasana, just relaxing, feet apart, arms away from the body, palms facing up. Just adjust yourself now, your blanket or your clothes, or the way you're laying. You just get ready to practice Yoga Nidra. So remember that you're about to practice Yoga Nidra, which is a psychic sleep. You only need to maintain awareness of hearing and feeling. The body sleeps, the mind remains awake. Just remain alert so that you do not sleep. And say to yourself right now, I will not sleep, I'll remain awake. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in. And just feel the coolness and the calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you breathe out, feel all your cares and worries just flowing away and dropping away. So become aware of your body and relax yourself completely. Make yourself physically calm and steady. Feel that your legs are relaxed, the trunk, the head, the arms and the hands all relaxed. Develop the awareness of your physical body, right from the top of the head all the way to the tips of the toes, and say to yourself in your mind, Om. Just repeat those words, Om. Complete awareness of the whole body, and say to yourself once more, Om. Relax your whole body mentally. Relax yourself mentally. Relax yourself by breathing normally and becoming aware of the breath as it moves between the navel and the throat. Awareness of your natural breath, no forcing. Navel to throat breathing. Please go on with this awareness and slowly feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Now leave your breathing and become aware that you are going to practice Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra begins now. Resolve. Now is the time to make your resolve. So that short sentence, be consistent and plant the resolve at one place and do not change it. Say to yourself 3 times mentally, with feeling and awareness, plant the resolve in your mind. So rotation of consciousness. awareness of the parts of your body. The consciousness should move around the body and keep moving. As it moves, it changes into prana. Prana is the vital energy in the form of a current of energy. Do not concentrate on any one part, but let your mind jump freely from one part to the next. Starting with the right hand, visualize, feel the right hand thumb. Say to yourself, right hand thumb. Second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand. The wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, right calf muscle, right ankle, right heel, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving to the left side, say to yourself as you feel the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, the left waist, the left hip, the left thigh, the left kneecap, the left calf muscle, left ankle, left heel, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse side, go to the toes and start from the bottom. Right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Top of the foot, sole of the right foot, heel, ankle, right calf muscle, right kneecap, right thigh, hip, waist, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, right thumb, second, third, fourth, fifth finger. Left side, go to the left toes, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Top of the left foot, sole, the left foot, heel, ankle, left calf muscle, left kneecap. Left thigh, hip, waist, armpit. Left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand. Left thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth. Go to the back of the body. Go to the back of the head, where the head touches the floor. Back of the head, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, whole of the spine, right hip, left hip, right buttock, left buttock, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, back of the right knee, back of the left knee, right calf, right ankle, right heel, left heel. The whole of the back up, so right ankle, right calf muscle, left calf muscle, back of the right knee, back the left knee, back of the right thigh, back of the left thigh, right buttock, right hip, left hip, whole of the spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the head, the whole front down. Go to the front of the body, go to the top of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow. The space between the eyebrows, the right eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear. The right nostril, the left nostril, the right cheek, the left cheek, the upper lip, lower lip, the space between the lips. Chin, jaw, throat. Right collarbone, left collarbone. Right chest, left chest. Middle of the chest, navel, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, right thigh, right knee, left knee. Right toes, left, toes. So major parts of the body, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together. The whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together. The whole of the back together. The whole of the front together. The whole of the head together. The whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Visualize the whole body. Intensify your awareness on the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Now bring your focus to the breath. Have the awareness of the breath. No sleeping, just the awareness of the breath. Become aware of you laying on the floor in Shavasana, and awareness of the breath. So breathing in Shavasana. Become aware of the breath and aware that you're laying in Shavasana. So full attention now on the breath. We're going to count the breath like this, starting at 54. Inhale 54, exhale 54, inhale 53, exhale 53, inhale 52, exhale 52, going all the way down to 0. Total awareness of counting and the breath, nothing else. No sleeping, no mistakes. If you make a mistake, go back to 54 and start again. Awareness of the breath, awareness of counting. Counting and the breath. No sleeping, please. You're practicing Yoga Nidra. Just awareness of the breath. Awareness of counting and the breath. If you make a mistake, go back to 54 and start again. If you reach 0, go back to 54, start again. Counting and the breath, awareness. No sleeping, please. Just counting and breathing. Awareness of the breath, awareness of counting. No mistakes, no sleeping. Cease the counting of the breath. Maintain awareness of the breath. No counting, no sleeping, just awareness of the breath. Now we're going to practice movement in time. You're going to travel into your past in the same way that you have traveled from your past to the present, retracing the steps of your memory and conscious backwards from this time. The past is a part of time, and time is a part of your mind. Normally you walk forward in time. This time, try and walk backwards. By remembering your past, you're going into the deeper recesses of your consciousness. Try to remember what happened from the present time to the time you got up this morning. You have to go back in time as if you're watching a film running in reverse. Or if not a film, a series of slides. Now remember back to the start of Yoga Nidra. Then recall what you were doing half an hour before that. Remember the important objects and feelings in this time. Then keep on proceeding in half an hour or hour stages to when you first woke up. Stage by stage, with full awareness, visualize and recall what you were doing, thinking, and feeling. Bring your mind now directly back to the present. Know that you're practicing Yoga Nidra. We're going to move into rapid image, so bring your awareness to the present and make sure that you're not sleeping. No sleeping, please. I'm going to name a few objects and you should try to visualize them on the level of feeling and awareness, emotion and imagination as best you can. You should move as fast as I go or as slow as I go, jumping your mind from image to image. Do not waste time on concentrating on any image at all. Just keep moving. Flickering candle, standing Christ, a tall palm tree, weeping willow tree, a car moving on a road, coloured clouds gathering, yellow, blue clouds, a starlit night, a full moon, a dog standing, a cat reposing, an elephant moving, a horse racing, the rising sun, the setting sun, ocean waves, standing Christ, a big pond of clear water, blue lotus on the pond, white lotus, pink lotus, a golden spider web, a sandy bank on a wide river, a boat sailing on the water. See the ripples from the boat. Yourself laying in Shavasana. Cross over a church. Within the church, a priest praying, a worshipper kneeling, chimney smoke rising from an old house, a cold winter, a fire burning in the house, dawn of the day. A temple bell ringing, a monk with a shaven head, a yogi sitting in deep meditation, Buddha in repose, Christ showing compassion. Resolve, resolve, resolve. Now you should remember your resolve from the beginning of Yoga Nidra. Repeat it to yourself 3 times with maximum feeling and awareness. 3 times mentally. Now relax all efforts and bring your attention to the natural breath flowing in and out of the nostrils. Maintain your awareness of the breath, and at the same time develop your awareness of your physical relaxation. Awareness of relaxation and awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your physical existence. Become aware of the physical existence of your body. Develop awareness of your body. Visualize your body laying on the floor. Take your mind out and visualize the surrounding room. Let your mind come completely external. Do not open your eyes yet. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. Become aware of this fact. Lie quietly until your attention is completely externalized. Start moving your body, stretching yourself. But just take your time, there's no hurry, and when you are sure that you're wide awake, sit up slowly. Open your eyes. Practice Yoga Nidra is now complete. Thank you, everyone, as you arise back into the world. Thanks so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the preparation for Yoga Nidra and enjoyed Yoga Nidra. And just remember, tomorrow night, if you can get there, it'll be awesome. So have a wonderful rest of Sunday. Thank you again for coming. Namaste.
Caveman.